This video is created by Jagrat Creation. It is on accounting for branches, independent branch. I wish to solve one sum here before you on independent branch. Just observe the sum on the screen which I intend to solve. On 31st of March 2017, Kanpur branch submits the following trial balance to the head office at Lucknow. These are the debit balances, total 448. Figures are in lakhs. Credit balances, outstanding expenses, goods returned to HO, sales and head office with capital account. For branch point of view, stock as on 31st of March 2017 was valued at 62 lakhs. On 29th of March 2017, head office dispatched the goods costing 10 lakhs to the branch. Branch did not receive these goods before 1st of April 2017. Hence, the figures of the goods received from HO does not include these goods. So, here, the goods received from HO do not include these goods in transit. Now, the adjustment entry for goods in transit is to be recorded at the receiver's end. Here, the head office has sent goods. The receiver end is branch. So, goods in transit adjustment entry will be recorded by branch. Also, head office has charged the branch rupees 1 lakh for centralized services for which the branch has not passed the entry. So, this is an omission that is being made by the branch. So, branch also will record and HO will also record. You are required to pass the journal entries in the books of branch to make the necessary adjustment. Prepare final accounts of the branch including the balance sheet and pass journal entries in the books of head office for incorporation. The whole of the branch trial balance. So, incorporation entries are also required to be recorded. Now, here the head office balance is 80. As the goods of 10 lakhs are sent by HO to branch, so the balance of branch account in the books of head office will be 80 plus 10, 90. Notice it. So, goods sent not recorded by branch, so balance of head office account is 80 in the books of branch. So, in the books of HO, the branch balance will be 80 plus 10, 90 is the opening balance in the books of HO. This is an important point to be understood. Now let me start with the accounting. Here I am going to prepare trading and profit and loss account for the branch. Here head office account is prepared. Balance sheet is prepared. Here I am going to prepare branch account in the books of HO. First transaction, closing stock. Trading account credit side, balance sheet asset side. Now transaction for goods in transit. Goods and 10 lakhs. Now the adjustment entry is to be recorded at the receiver's end. Branch is the receiver. So receiver end, the entry is to be recorded. Goods in transit account debit to HO account credit. So HO account is to be credited and goods in transit will appear on the balance sheet asset side. HO account is credited. Now expense charged by HO 1 lakh. It is an expense for the branch. So profit and loss account is debited for this expense of 1 lakh. And the HO is the giver. So the entry is expense account debit to HO account credit. And this expense is debited to profit and loss account. HO being given, HO account is credited for this office expenses. The share of office expenses transferred to branch. And the same entry will be recorded by HO also. The entry in the books of HO will be branch account debit to office expense account credit. So branch account is to be debited with 1 lakh and office expense account gets credited because it's an allocation of expenses by HO to branch. And this entry will be recorded in the books of HO. Remember it. Now you are required to consider the trial balance given to you. Furniture and equipment, balance sheet asset side. Now I write furniture and equipment in the second line because depreciation will be recorded here and the balance before depreciation will be worked out. So depreciation 2, that is deducted from the opening balance and that is debited to profit and loss account. So opening balance of equipment is 20. This is how the missing number is found out and reported. Salaries debited to profit and loss account. Rent debited to profit and loss account. Advertisement expense debited to profit and loss account. Telephone, postage and stationery, this is also an expense debited to profit and loss account. Sundry office expense debited to profit and loss account. Opening stock trading account debit side. Goods from HO is like purchases debited to trading account. Debtors asset side. Cash in hand and at bank asset side. Carriage inward trading account debit side. Outstanding expenses balance sheet liability side. Goods return will be deducted from goods end. So 288 minus 5, 283. Sales trading account credit. Head office account balance recorded credit side balance 80. Now I want to close trading account and find the gross profit. So 422 minus opening stock plus goods sent and carriage inward. So this is the gross profit 72. That gets transferred to the credit side of profit and loss account. From that, expenses will be deducted and net profit that will be transferred to HO account in the books of branch. Balance of HO account will appear in the balance sheet liability side just like capital. Now have a total of balance sheet. Total agrees 115 plus 3, 118. Here also the total is 118. This is how the final accounts are prepared in the books of branch. Now I want to write down the absorption entries in the books of HO. So 60, 288 and 7 are debited to branch trading account. So branch trading account debit. Say for example carriage inward 7,000, that's the expenses paid by the branch. Branch is the giver, credit the giver. So all these items of the debit side for that branch is presumed to be the giver. So branch trading account debit. Total of these three items is 60 plus 288 plus 7. Branch trading account debit to branch account credit. Look at the narration. So these are the three items of trial balance. Branch trading account debit to branch account credit. I write on the credit side of branch account 355. Now 360, 62 and 5 negative on the debit side means it's a credit effect. So branch account debit to branch trading account credit. This is the narration. Branch account gets debited with 427. Now gross profit of branch is transferred to profit and loss account. So branch trading account debit to branch profit and loss account credit. This is how three entries are recorded for absorption of details of trial balance relevant to the trading account. Now profit and loss account debit. All these items debited to profit and loss account. Branch profit and loss account debit to branch account credit. So all these items are debited to branch profit and loss account. And branch account gets credited with 48 in this fashion. Now net, there is no items of the credit side other than gross profit for which the entry is already recorded. Had there been any income, I would have recorded the entry for branch profit and loss account is to be credited, branch account is to be debited. But in this sum, that question is not there. So branch profit and loss account debit to general profit and loss account credit. 24. Now absorption of assets. All these assets are taken by HO at the end of the year. Equipment account debit, stock account debit, goods in transit account debit, debtors account debit, cash in hand and at bank account debit. 2. Branch is the giver of this asset, so branch account is to be credited. So all these assets absorbed will be recorded on the credit side of branch account. So branch account is credited with 118. Now this liability is also to be absorbed. So branch account debit to outstanding expense account credit. Branch account is debited. Now at the beginning of the sum I told to you that the balance of branch in the books of HO is not this 80 plus 90 because goods sent to the branch were debited to the branch account. So opening balance in the books of HO, that of branch account is 90. So total of credit minus total of debit, The opening balance is found out as missing number 90, and this I have already explained to you. So opening balance is 90. This is how the branch account gets closed and is prepared. So for this sum, I have recorded adjustment entry in the books of branch. I have recorded absorption entry in the books of HO. This is branch. Final accounts are prepared and they are absorbed. The absorption entries are posted in branch account prepared in the books of HO. Now, I have tried to explain you this sum. Let me demonstrate the important journal entries once again on the screen. So these are the entries that I have recorded in the books of branch. These are the entries that I have recorded in the books of HO. They are absorption entries. I have tried to explain you this sum. I feel that you have followed all these things. Thanks to all of you.